Welcome to today's lesson, interpreting data from graphs. Today our example is up here. In recent years, people have been concerned about poor conduct in organized sports. Elaine Rackman of Ontario has developed a program called Just Play for tracking conduct at sporting events. Just Play displays the data it collects in graphs. So today we're going to be looking at a graph from Just Play, and they explain a little bit more to us right here in the next paragraph. After each game, the officials rate the behavior of players, coaches, and spectators on a scale from 1, very good, to 5, very poor. So the higher the number is, 5 is not good. 1 is very good. And everything in between is a little bit better or worse. This graph shows the conduct rating for 7 teams in a hockey tournament for 13 and 14-year-olds. So let's take a look at the graph. It's on the next slide. And here we have our graph right here. It says conduct rating by team, so that's our title. We have our x-axis right here, and we have our y-axis right here. So that's our x and y. So we've labeled our x-axis at the bottom here. We have teams, and we also have a green color for players, an orange color for coaches, and a blue color for spectators. Over here, then the labeling on the left-hand side, it says average conduct rating. And you can see here it's from very good at a 1. Remember they told us that a second ago. And up top we have a 5, which is very poor. So the higher the bar is, the poorer the behavior was. So if we look at this up here, it tells us any bar over 3.5 represents a serious problem. Bum, bum, bum. That's never good. That's bad. Which teams had serious problems with coaches? So let's look at our graph down below. We just want to look at coaches. Which team had the worst problem or have serious problems with coaches? So if we look here, it says teams, and coaches is orange. We have team 1, team 2, team 3, team 4, team 5, team 6, and team 7. And I'm only going to look at the orange one because we only want the coaches. So looking at the coaches, which ones have a serious problem? That means over 3.5 because it showed up top here. 3.5 represents a serious problem. So which one has an orange bar that goes past 3.5? We have 1, 2, 3.0, 4.0, and 5.0. So take a look at the teams. Team 1, orange bar, only goes to here. Team 2, ooh, that's really high. Team 3, orange bar right there. Team 4, orange bar. Team 5, orange bar right there. Team 6, orange bar. And Team 7, orange bar. So take a look. Which one of these orange bars, could be more than one, goes past 3.5? Well, 3.5 is the middle of 3 and 4. So 3.5 is actually right here. Now, I don't have a straight line, so I apologize that it's not perfectly straight. So 3.5 is right about there. That dotted line I just drew. So right now you can see pretty clearly Team 2 and Team 4. Team 2 and Team 4 seem to have a problem with their coaches. They're going to need to be spoken to. And now for the next one we look at in the question, they said, what about the spectators? Which teams have a problem with their spectators? And so looking at spectators, conduct rating by team, and we look down at the teams again, and this time spectators is in blue. So now we look at each team. Remember 3.5, that line right here, about middle of, in between the 3 and the 4, because it's 3.5, it's right in the middle of 3 and in between 4, so right there. Which one of the blue bars go up past 3.5? Team 1, nope, they're okay. Team 2, oh, they have a problem. Team 3, oh wow, they have really nice spectators. Team 4, they're okay. Team 5, they're okay. Team 6, oh, they're not doing so well. They're right on the line. And Team 7, they just pass the line. So which teams have problems, serious problems with their spectators? We would say team 2, 4. Oh, no, sorry. Not team 4. So team 2, team 6, and team 7. And moving on to our last problem, which ones have a serious problem with players? Same thing again. This time we're going to look at the green line, which is players for each team. Ooh, they have nice players. Their players are not so nice. Their players are okay. They're the same. They're a little nicer. They're okay. And they're great. So which teams have a problem with players who are not playing very nicely? Well, that looks like it would be team, here's our 3.5 right in between here. So any bar that goes past that line has a serious problem. So it looks like team 2 has a problem again. Wow, team 2 not doing so well. Team 3 is okay. Team 4 is okay. Team 5 is doing great. Team 6 is really close, but I think they're okay. And team 7 seems to be doing all right. So it looks like it's going to be team 2. As our team that has a serious problem with their behaviors on the sport. So looking down at the last question as we wrap this up, which group appears to have the worst conduct overall? Use the data and the graph to support your choice. I think it's pretty obvious. We've noticed in the previous question which team had a serious problem with coaches and spectators. Which team showed up in all 3 categories? Take a guess. If you said it's team 2, you're right. They need an attitude adjustment. So hopefully they'll learn their lesson and they'll play a little bit more friendly. That's the end of today's lessons. That's how we interpret information from graphs. Come to school tomorrow. We'll get started with some practice in the classroom.